So Beth Boyle from the Ohio Department of ED was going to come and present, but then she actually ended up having another commitment she had to go to. So Mary Jo Mace Woodward is going to join us remotely to talk about the competency-based add-on. And she can only be here for a half hour. And so we wanted to start with this. And then Jana is bringing lunch in here pretty soon. And then we'll kind of eat like near the end. And she has some questions for us to discuss. So I'll turn it over to you, Mary Jo.
Great. Good morning, everybody. I want to apologize for not being able to attend in person and to give you all this information face-to-face. So thank you very much for allowing me to participate remotely. I'll be talking about the competency-based training and longevity add-on today. And I've shared a PowerPoint with Karen. And since we're linked in through GoToWebinar, please feel free to stop me at any time during the presentation, either by using the webinar's chat or just speak up by phone, and I'll be happy to answer questions as you have them. As Karen mentioned, my name is Mary Jo Mace Woodburn, and I am the Training Program Manager for the Ohio Department of Developmental Disabilities. And I worked with our Medicaid Office of Development Administration as they were putting together the requirements for this add-on. So I do have a lot of familiarity with the add-on and with the policy around it, which is not the case for all of our Medicaid policy. They certainly have a lot more knowledge than me in Medicaid areas, but here's an area that I do know quite a bit about the policy on, so I'm happy to present that information for you today. Some of you will recognize, see on your screen, our Level Up campaign that we posted on social media. We were really excited to talk about the add-on, and we used kind of an 8-bit video game theme to get the message out to direct service providers. And we used an 8-bit director, Martin, to tell the story about the competency-based add-on. And the message was, here's an opportunity to sort of level up and get more for the services that you're currently providing. Karen, everybody can see my screen okay?
Yep, we can see it.
Great. I didn't want to talk about all the visuals, and nobody was able to see any of the visuals, so that's great.
Yeah, no problem.
So the add-on was created to incentivize longevity and training for direct service providers. The add-on offers 39 cents per 15-minute unit or $1.56 per hour to the regular reimbursement rate for those routine homemaker personal care services. And our direct service providers that are interested in obtaining the add-on first must meet a couple of conditions in order to be eligible. They must have 2 years of paid full-time or the equivalent experience. And I'm going to show you in just a couple of slides our comprehensive guide to the competency-based add-on. This comprehensive guide offers a lot more detail about the 2 years of paid experience. It says in the guide that it's about 4,160 hours, I think. And we're going to talk more about how some of that experience breaks down. It can absolutely include things like seasonal work or things like work that you did and then maybe 2 years ago and then took some time off and then came back. So that 2 years paid full-time experience includes a lot of things. It also, for this competency-based add-on, another condition is the completion of 60 hours of applicable training, and we'll talk more about what that means as well. So, in getting into some of the details for the 2 years of full-time experience, direct service providers must have 2 years of experience providing hands-on support to people with developmental disabilities. That can be through a waiver, assessed as an ICS, or funded by local county resources as well, like county board-supported programs. The hours of experience do not have to be consecutive, meaning it doesn't have to be 2 years that you worked 1 year right after the other. It does not have to be from the same job or from the same agency. It can be part-time, if you've gotten up to speed with experience in part-time, intermittent or seasonal or occasional work over any period of time, as long as it adds up to that 4,000 hours of work. It also may include any hours worked in other states. Are there any questions in the room about the experience piece?
Anybody have
Okay.
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, great. Let's talk about the completion of 60 hours of training. The training that applies towards this add-on includes completion of the Ohio DS Pass certificates of initial proficiency, or advanced proficiency, no matter when you completed those. So even if you completed those more than a couple of years ago, that still applies. Or a combination of any of the following. The online courses offered through Direct Course, I'm going to show you some examples of those in just a moment. Online courses offered through Relias, and any in-person DS Pass seminar offered through the Ohio Alliance of Direct Support Professionals as well. In the PowerPoint slide, all of these links will take you to the appropriate site where you can find more information about the Ohio DS Pass program, the National Alliance of Direct Support Professionals, and the DS Pass seminars. Courses that do not apply toward the 60 hours include any courses that were part of the provider's 8-hour initial training, or any courses to meet your annual training requirements, or courses that were taken more than 5 years before you're applying for the add-on. So if I am applying in July, then anything older than 5 years as of July would be too old to apply for this add-on. The department has made over 170 hours of courses available at no cost through Direct Course, and I'll show you on our website in just a moment where you can get to those courses. They really have a very wide variety of courses available through the College of Direct Support. The department contracted with Direct Course to provide courses through 4 different colleges. The first college is the College of Direct Support, which offers about 87 hours of online training available. All of the online training is applicable for the add-on. We also have the College of Frontline Supervision and Management, which offers about 5 hours of training through Direct Course. And then you'll see on your screen at the bottom the College of Employment Services, Recovery and Inclusion, and Person-Centered Counseling. And you can take courses from any of those areas within Direct Course, and any of those courses offered from those colleges will give you an opportunity to reach those 60 hours of training needed. So basically the training requirement boils down to training that is above and beyond the initial and annual requirements that you already have, and any of the training that's available through Direct Course, or any of the other NADSP certified training opportunities that we have available in Ohio. So then you would submit proof of your completed training and your experience. Independent providers will upload that information into PSM, and DSPs who are working with an agency will submit it to their employer. Then the independent provider, upon submitting their proof of experience and proof of training, will receive a notice from the department that gives them a code they can add to their homemaker personal care billing, and then that code entitles them to that extra 39 cents per 15-minute unit. And the same really for provider agencies. The provider submits information to the department, tells the department they like to start using the code, and then holds on to that proof of training and proof of experience from their direct service professional. Through Direct Course, there's a transcript available of all the courses completed, and you'll see on your screen, it shows you in Direct Course the total credits, the total contact hours that are available. This is where you would find that when you get the total to 60, you can print off your transcript and take that to your employer or submit that into PSM as proof of training completion. We do have instructions on our website, or you'll see instructions within Direct Course to get you to that transcripts page. Courses, each of these courses are marked complete when the learner passes the course with a grade of 80% or higher, and the course will tell you that. So as you're going through a course, you'll be asked questions throughout the course and then at the end of the course, and if you have an 80% or higher, you'll be able to pass on to the next course. You receive an incomplete if you weren't able to achieve that score of 80%, and again, the course will indicate that, so you're not surprised by the results on your transcript. Then those total contact hours are tallied, and you're able to use that transcript as proof of completed training. Again, all of the contact hours completed within Direct Course apply toward the add-on. So any of the courses that are available in Direct Course. It's kind of a nice one-stop shop for all of those courses. But there are courses available also through the Ohio Association of Direct Support Providers in person as well. We know not everyone wants to do all of their time in front of the computer. So if you've taken a look at our website recently, you'll see that there's been a really big change to it, which has been really exciting. There's a whole section devoted to supporting providers, where we hope to have even more content coming soon that helps to support providers and answer questions they most commonly have. Under that supporting provider section, you'll find a tab for training. And on that training page, you'll find all kinds of information about upcoming opportunities for department-provided training. I wanted to point out a couple of them, including DODD My Learning. If you haven't taken a look yet, this is the department's learning management system where all of our online courses are housed. It has over 50 courses currently, including our 8-hour provider training course and annual renewal information that's all available through My Learning. I also want to point out next to that the upcoming training, which shows registration for in-person training and webinars, and our webinar catalog as well, which will show some of the training opportunities that we've recorded and posted online to make available for people who weren't able to attend the original webinar. So just below that, you'll see there are 2 resource cards, one that will take you directly to Direct Course and one that will offer you some more information about the competency-based and training longevity add-on, and also offers a link to Direct Course as well. That competency-based and training longevity add-on is where you'll find our comprehensive guide to the add-on. This PDF document will answer all of the questions that we have so far received about the add-on, and really walk you through step-by-step details, including billing information, how agencies can show proof of experience and proof of training, how independent providers show proof of experience and training, about all of the criteria in order to be eligible for the add-on, et cetera. And that attachment is available on our website. So I've sent it along with this PowerPoint to Karen so that she can share that link directly, or you can visit our website for that link. And this PowerPoint as well has the link to the comprehensive guide that'll be easy for everyone to get to. I think that this might be a good time for me to ask what kind of questions you have about the comprehensive guide that I might not have covered yet. Or I'm sorry, questions about the add-on, not the guide. The guide is lovely, but certainly not worth talking about for another 10 minutes. So what kind of questions do you have about the add-on that I might be able to answer?
I have one question. How many DSPs across the state have started using this? Do you know?
Oh, I didn't even ask that question. But I didn't know it until just right now, so I didn't prepare for it.
No, that's okay. I was just curious.
There are a couple thousand DSPs who are currently taking it, and I can pull the number, but so far there are only a couple thousand who are actually taking advantage of it. I know that more than 6,000 individual people have completed the 60 hours of training, And then Medicaid pulls the report because they pull it from those who is actually claiming those additional funds. But we have seen about 6,000 individual people complete 60 hours of training, which has been really exciting. Are there any folks in the room who are taking advantage of the add-on right now?
No, I'm not.
Not yet.
But,
Okay.
I mean, to add on, I have a computer at home.
I think there's some that are interested.
Oh, great. So there are some people in the room who are providing HPC services currently?
Yep, I think everybody in the room is HPC
Terrific.
provider of some kind. Yep.
And how many, you said, how many hours is it?
How many hours of training? 60?
Just
60 hours,
that's what I
yes.
thought.
Yep. So
And
then,
that's in addition to your annual requirement, because of course you have a couple of topics you take annually. So in addition to those, you just take 60 hours of our online courses or some of the in-person courses that are offered, and that will enable you to access this add-on.
so to clarify, if you guys work for like an agency, then the agency is doing your annual training that you need to do. If you're an independent provider, they're responsible for their own 8 hours of training every year. So just to clarify that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do you have to have a particular format on your computer or anything like that to take the classes?
Could you hear that question, or do you want me to repeat it?
I did hear it. No, actually, the courses are all available online, so you don't have to download any additional like software in order to be able to get to them. What you'll do if you start at the department's website on the training page is click on direct course. You'll create an account for yourself, and then you'll use that account to log in and access those courses. And every time you take a course, that course will be added to your transcript. And if you successfully complete the course, that course will show it's successfully completed on your transcript. And if not, then it'll show as incomplete. Then the successfully completed courses are tallied in that transcript, and you can use that as proof of training completion so that you're eligible for the add-on.
Thank you.
3 hours a day, be too bad, huh? You know, and you can do it throughout the day, right?
That's right. I mean, it's 60 hours is a lot of training, right? So
Right,
you can
so
definitely
I
you
just
can do
wanna
it over
make sure it's
multiple
not
days. You don't
certain.
have to sit down and do it all at once. You can do a
Right.
little bit at a time. And that's what we found a lot of people were tending to do. You know, they might do, we're looking at the reporting from our end. Maybe somebody does, 5 hours this week and, 10 hours next week because they had more time. You can absolutely split it up over a couple of months, get it started on when you have an opportunity, and then you can finish it up later on when you have some more time. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your tablet. It's available anywhere that you can access the internet. So, you don't even have to necessarily be sitting at a computer at a desk in order to access these courses. They're all available online.
So you don't even have to be at the internet as long as you have that megabytes or whatever you call it. You can get on there.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that question.
So you can just basically get on your phone even if you're not at the internet, basically. Like if you're just.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was breaking up a little bit, but I think you were just asking about internet connection.
Yeah, but you can still,
Yeah.
it's not like you need, yeah.
Like I can do it on my phone because I have internet on my phone, so I can
Right.
access these courses on my phone. And take, some of them are short too. Some of them are an hour long, these courses, but some of them are only, 15 or 20 minutes long. So if I know I'm going to have like a lunch break, I can do one over my lunch break and get it out of the way on my phone. If I am sitting at, like, McDonald's has free wireless, so we all love them for that. Or Panera has free wireless. You can sit down at McDonald's and have lunch and do a quick course over your phone, and that will show up on your transcript and get you to that 60 hours.
Okay. So is that like CPR and stuff, is that included on that too?
Does
Sorry, I
CPR?
didn't hear that.
That's okay. Does CPR and first aid, is that included on the 60 hours?
It is not. So anything that would be your normal requirements, like the MUI and health and welfare alerts, the CPR, universal precaution, anything that are those typical typical requirements for your annual or your 8 hours do not apply. But what you will find are courses like having difficult conversations with the people that you work with. I'll go back a couple of slides and you can see I've listed a couple of the topics that are available. It can be things around person-centered planning, be strategies for getting people out into the community, strategies for helping people communicate, working with families, matching community resources. So again, there are over 87 hours of courses, and most of those courses are an hour or less. So there are a lot of courses to choose from, and that's just in the College of Direct Support part. So the colleges are really just like categories of courses. So it says College of Direct Support, or it says College of Recovery and Inclusion. Those are just the categories that you're able to take classes from. So you could do, 5 hours from the College of Direct Support, 5 hours from College of Employment Services, if that's an area you're interested in working in, and then 20 hours from Recovery and Inclusion, because that's something you have a whole lot of interest in. That would all be fine, and it all applies for the 60 hours necessary for the add-on. So you can take whatever courses you want from the direct courses available. And again, there's over 170 hours of courses available. You can take any of those courses, and once you get to 60, it applies toward the add-on.
It's nice that they have the option of so many that you can pick and choose what's like interesting to you, or maybe, like a particular person you work with that you have in mind when taking a certain class or whatever. So that's nice.
That's exactly right. And that's actually a perfect segue, Karen, because when I sign off with you, I've asked you to please talk with the group through some discussion questions that we're hoping to get some feedback on. A lot of the provider training topics are really prescribed right now by the department around some concepts and values that we think are really important, like person-centered planning, like community inclusion, like self-advocacy and self-determination. And while those are important concepts, it's not maybe something that you necessarily need to revisit year after year after year. So one of the things that I've asked the group to talk about is the provider certification rule. Our current provider certification rule prescribes those specific topics, but all of our rules come up for us to take a look at and to get information about every 5 years. So the provider certification rule will be opening up next year, and there are opportunities for us to really make some changes and to think about offering a broader array of topics that people would like to have training available on in order to meet their annual requirements. So instead of having your annual training requirement through your agency or as an independent that you have to take training on, be the same, UI, MUI, rights of the individual, universal precautions every year, you would be able to take courses from a wide variety of topics, like the ones offered in direct course, for example, like person-centered planning, or a wide variety of courses around supporting the person that you're working with right now, things that would make sense and things that really capture the DSP's interest. So I'm really looking forward to your feedback on some of those questions and hearing what the group discussed. And Karen will send me that feedback, and that'll be a great way for us to incorporate that into the work that we're doing.
Yep, sure thing.
So I do have some contact information for you all as well. My contact information is available on these slides, but also through our website, there's a contact us form. And it all comes to one email, and we're able to make sure that it gets to the right person for your answers. So I wanted to just point that out. It's not something that was particularly clear or easy on the old website. So we do have a contact us form now that offers an opportunity for you to give us feedback or to ask questions, and you provide your email as well, so we're able to get back to you with those responses. If I haven't answered your question today, I would really encourage you to take a look at that comprehensive guide to the add-on. That guide really goes through detailed information about what training applies, about how you show proof of the training was completed, then how you submit that information. I think this is one of the simpler processes we have in place. I know some of our processes can be pretty confusing and time consuming, but for this one, once you take that 60 hours of training and have 2 years of experience, you're able to submit that documentation either to your employer or straight into PSM if you're an independent provider, and then get that billing code, which allows for that add-on for HPC. And again, it's a 39-cent per 15-minute unit add-on, which I think comes out to like $1.56 per hour. And that builds in time for the administrative costs, since obviously it'll take extra time to bill for this particular add-on for each provider for services that they are providing through HPC. So it builds in a little bit of administrative cost as well. But that add-on can be really significant for staff of agencies and for independent providers.
Thank you.
Anybody have any other questions? All right, I don't think we have any more questions, so.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you allowing me to participate. I, again, apologize I couldn't be there in person, but thanks for letting me chat with you remotely. And I look forward to hearing from you all and hearing the feedback for the discussion questions. And I especially look forward to seeing more people take advantage of that add-on. So thanks, everybody, and have a really terrific day.
Thank you.